One of the things that we have absolutely made a priority is that we don't start and stop planning. We think in terms of 12 months. We think in terms of 2 years. So what we do during the summer is to retool, take the time to assess what worked well during the previous school year, obviously restaffing, starting any new programs. With this summer, the whole changing of the school schedule, the transportation issues, enrollment issues with students. As much of our time in the summer is spent on preparing for students, we're also spending a great deal of time trying to make sure we're ready to support the adults. I speak about the hiring process, but we're a professional learning community. We take time to really think about all the best practices. Is there another way to support students who don't speak the same language as everyone else, or is there a new math initiative that we need to start? So we do a lot of professional support and professional learning during the summer with the grown-ups, as well as the technical planning of budgeting. We do a lot of our budgeting planning in the summer. But I do want to say over and over and over again, this is 12 months worth of work. We don't take summers off. When I'm asked why I'm still here and what FWCS means to me, several words come to mind. One is family. You can't talk about this district without talking about the people that make it up. Obviously the students. We're such a diverse student body, but all of them have talents and all of them are expecting us to do the best we can for them. So the kids, number one, but then all the adults involved in this district. The concept of family means a lot, and people work hard and people are committed and people like their work even though they're tired at the end of the day. So I can't think about FWCS without saying that word family.
Fort Wayne Community Schools is a great institution to be involved in, whether you're working for FWCS or on the board or an involved parent, because the message is so clear. We place the students at the heart of our work, and we strive to assist every student, child, young adult to meet their potential. And there's frankly no greater mission in the world than that. The myth of the 9-month work year has exploded over the last couple years, because with the early start of school and the late finish, even the most diehard critic of teachers has had to admit that that life just doesn't exist. Of course it never did. Our teachers are always preparing to improve what they do for our students. And we're talking about a group of individuals who have been unfairly attacked over and over again. Well, this board and this administration has their backs as they go about the most important job in the world. And I just cannot say enough about the teachers at Fort Wayne Community Schools and their devotion to their students, whether it's in the cold of winter or the heat of summer. That mission is always on their minds, and it's showing in the kind of achievement we see among our students at Fort Wayne Community Schools.
We have fabulous people that work here. We have fabulous students, people who are appreciative of each other, have good give and take within the district as well. It is the people we spend our time with. I start planning for the next school year actually as the year rolls on. As I experience each performance or each production, because I'm an elementary music teacher, I think through what I want to do different, what I could do better, how we can make the experience better the next year. And then as the school year is finishing up, we are putting dates on the calendar and discussing how we're going to do things. So it never stops really. And this year at the end of the year I thought about that. I thought, man, we're just evolving from one year to another. You know, there's not a big break anymore. It's a different world than it was back when I was a child, where school got out Memorial Day and started Labor Day, and there was no teacher in service, there was no master's degrees required, there was no training that went on. Our teachers are working really round the clock. They do get somewhat of a break, but it's not what it was, and it's not 3 months off in the summer.
One of the things that we did with our staff, our administrative staff here, is we looked at all the systems that we have in place, and we looked at what works well, and we wanted to make sure that we continued that process. We looked at systems that maybe didn't work so well, and we worked to tweak those and make them work better for the next school year. And then we looked at some things that maybe didn't have a process or a system that we thought that maybe they should have a system. And so we worked to put those things in place, and then we set a plan for how we're going to communicate those things to both teachers and students when we come back to the building. I've never been around a harder working group of people, and I can speak specifically to Portage Middle School. Our teachers work extremely hard to make sure that they're giving quality instruction and that they have a safe environment for kids. But B, and probably most importantly, it's how much people care for students. The number one priority for all of our teachers, and this is not exclusive to Portage Middle School, is that things are student-centered. And we always have our first filter as being what is best for kids.
Warren Community Schools is very special to me. I've been a part of this district for 50 years, 13 as a student, and been employed here for 37. And in that time, I have just seen the service that's provided to students and the dedication of the staff that worked for this district is just phenomenal. May and June, we're basically wrapping up the school year, and the hiring process begins. And from probably June until November is our busy season, where we are posting jobs and attempting to hire teachers for the following school year. So we are in the midst of the madness in trying to get teachers hired before school starts. Having worked here for as long as I have, I've made great friends personally and professionally, and this is my family. I spend more time with the people in Warren Community Schools than I do with my personal family. So it's really the support personally and professionally that is given by the people that we work with that makes me really want to continue doing what I do.